Yo, what it do, baby? What's up, guys? We're back again for another video today. And today what we're doing, guys, I'm going to be answering, come on, up, because you're doing the most. You can't be barking and ground while I'm trying to film. Thank you. You want to be in the video? Thank you. You gonna calm down? Appreciate you. Today, guys, I'm gonna be answering questions that girls are too afraid to ask guys. Yes. So I told you guys to ask me some questions that, you know, girls are too afraid to ask guys on my Instagram story, and you guys did. See, look, this is what we're not doing. This is what we're not doing. We're not, excuse me, ma'am. You'd rather calm down. Thank you, I appreciate you. So I know you're hyper, I know you're young. Calm down. It's your first time in front of the camera. Say hi to the people.
I am good.
Yes, I told you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram story, and you guys did. If you're not following me on Instagram, I don't know what you guys are doing, because I usually do these posts on my Instagram story. My Instagram is Lee4th, somewhere right there. Make sure you guys go check that out. Before we get this video started, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on those notifications so you get notified when I post a new video. Yeah, so we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start by some of these questions. So I was scrolling on some of these and I realized that I was like, wow, some of these I would have never thought that girls were actually thought about these things, you know? The first question I see, someone asked, I'm too afraid to ask my boyfriend that they are like, are you cheating on me? I guess that's a question to ask. I feel like if you think somebody's cheating on you, I feel like you pretty much know the answer. Matter of fact, you probably don't know the answer, you know? You're just in denial. But if you're actually your boyfriend, hey, are you cheating on me? 9 times out of 10, he's gonna tell you no. 10 times out of 10, who's gonna be cheating on you and tell you they're cheating on you? Like, that's crazy. Like, but some people might tell you they're cheating on you. You still might not even care. Some people, I know some girls that's like that. Like, I don't care. You can ask a guy that, but they're not gonna tell you. I feel like they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna be straight up and be like, oh yeah, I'm cheating on you, because they don't want you to find out, obviously. So why would they tell you? Someone said, I'm too afraid to ask them, do you love me or like me? I feel like you don't have to. I don't think you should blatantly ask a guy, "Do you love me?" That's something you really might have to wait for. Wait for the guy to kind of be like, "Oh yeah, I love you, girl." Yes, that's something you gotta wait for the guy, because you don't want to scare him off by saying, "I love you" too soon. Facts. I see one that says, "How do you feel about me?" I feel that's a good question. I guess in the talking stages, that's a good question to ask a guy. I feel like pretty much any guy would pretty much tell you how he feels about you. If he really likes you, he's gonna tell you straight up. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I think I really like you, or you know, like, we're trying to see where this is going. Like, I'm trying to see how I feel about these things. But yeah, guys, you can be straight with a guy and ask a guy, do you like me, or how do you feel about me? Because he's gonna tell you how he feels. But more importantly, he's gonna show you how he feels, more than anything. Because telling you is one thing, but showing you is another thing. So he's gonna show you how he feels about you. Yes. Good questions though, by the way. Someone said, you fight ladies? Question mark. That's a good question to ask a guy though. But yeah, I feel like that's a serious topic that you kind of have to ask them, you know, especially. I feel like that's a serious conversation you guys have to have. But you can be straight up and ask a guy that, but I don't know if you want to be. That's a tough topic. So you gotta be careful how you kind of do that. I got 3 messages in a row that said, someone said, will you be my boyfriend? That's that one question though. That's that one question though. Will you be my boyfriend? I don't think I've ever had a girl ask me out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I feel like Paris Hilton holding this dog like this. Like, I feel like, yo, I'm mad bougie holding my dog like this though, but she's actually kind of aggressive and she keeps jumping back and forth over here. And I try to put her downstairs doing this video, but she keeps barking. So I'm like, oh, okay, you're just gonna have to be in this video. And she's behaving right now, but she's also like, I need to go. Like, so look, just like that. So, what was I saying? Will you be my boyfriend? I feel like that's always the guy. That's the one time in the relationship where the guy kind of has like the control of making this official. Like, the guy kind of always makes this official. Like, oh yeah, today I'm gonna be making, like, will you be my girlfriend? You know, so I don't really know if I feel like that always has to be the guy's decision on that one. Because that's just like, you don't ever see somebody, you don't see the girl proposing. You don't see a girl proposing nowadays. So until you just have out of nowhere a whole bunch of girls that start proposing to guys, I feel like it's always gonna have to be like the guy has to be the one that makes it official. Like, will you be my girlfriend? Like, that's the whole point, right? So I'm too scared to ask a guy to go on a date. Like, do you want to take You nasty. Will you go on a date? So personally, me, if a girl's asking me to go on a date, like, I'm kinda okay with it. Like, that kinda is like an eye opener to me. Like, nah, I wanna like take you out for once. If we go on like, say we go on like 20 dates, you know, and it's on me, that one time that you ask me will make up for that 20 times. So if you really asking to me, you like, I'm trying to take you out, oh yeah, you might have to, we might just have to protect you at all costs, man, if you out here doing that. So I think you should throw it out there, but throw it out there like after the guy like takes you out like a mat like a whole bunch of times. Then you surprise him with that. Like, whoa, he'll be like, yo, what you trying to do now? Like, someone said, can I have money? Asking a guy for money? See, this one is tough. Can I have some money? First of all, how much money you talking about? You talking about like, let me hold $20? Let me borrow $20 real quick. I gotta put some gas in my car. Or is it like, yo, can you pay my rent this month? So, which one is it? So, cause that rent one probably not happening unless you like, unless y'all about to, only way I'm paying for somebody's rent, like ooh. I don't even know. We better be married. And we better be married, then I'm paying the mortgage. You don't gotta pay about that. That's the only way you get that out of me though. But you can probably ask a guy for money if you guys have that relationship for a long time. If you're like in like a long-term relationship, like been dating for more than like, I would say like 2 something years, or like you just establish a really strong connection within the first year, then yeah, I feel like you can ask your guy for money. Of course, you know, if you my girl, like of course. But if we're just like talking, nah, don't really, nah, you good. Nah, you good. Someone said, why do guys always gotta be dirty all the time? First of all, I don't think we're not dirty all the time. I think we just try to like, I'm not gonna say spice things up. We gotta be like, we don't wanna be like, oh yeah, quote unquote soft, I guess. Or act like we don't know what we're doing. Guys are really trying to test, I guess, the girl to see how she responds. We really say it to see how the girl responds. So we know like in the back of our mind, like if we ever chill, like I bet I know that she's kind of down because she already said it. So someone said, is using a condom uncomfortable for you, for a guy? I don't know. First of all, y'all shouldn't be out here doing nothing like that anyway, unless you married, you know what I'm saying? If you doing what you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's up to you. I don't know if uncomfortable, I just think it's like different. It's a different feeling. So I don't know if uncomfortable is the word, because I feel like if you were too uncomfortable with something, you just wouldn't do it though. But the real question is, are you prepared for the circumstances that you may be in without using one? That's the real question though. So someone said, do you like me? Because boys usually ask that, do you like me? Yeah, that's usually true. Like, boys usually ask that though. But if a girl asks that, do you like me? Guys will be straight up and be like, yeah, like, I like you. Yeah, like, I like you a lot. Like, you know, they might mess around and say, yeah, I love you, girl. Someone says, does it sink or float in pools? I don't really, it's not something, I don't think that's something guys pay attention to. That's not what happens. That's not what we really pay attention to. We know what happens when it's cold out. When it's cold, when like you taking an ice bath, yeah, oh boy. But I don't really be in pools like that. I can't really swim like that, so I don't really be in pools. So I really don't know that. I don't really know. What's it like in the boys' locker room? There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the boys' locker room. In the boys' locker room, there's fights that happen in the boys' locker room. You know, sometimes if it's like, you know, after practice, something like that, it's like, you know, we might really discuss like what we doing after practice or something like that. It's always like we might be talking about a girl. We all might be talking about one girl. I'm not gonna cap. What else are we talking about in the locker room? That's pretty much the basics. Everybody has like a different group, but that's like the majority of the time. You're talking about what we doing later on tonight, what we do this weekend, what we do last weekend. Yo, y'all hear about so and so? Talk about a girl. Yo, we roasted somebody getting roasted, you know what I'm saying? That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So that's like, I can't give you all the secrets that happen in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? That's like saying, what's going on in the girls' locker room there? Like, y'all not gonna tell us, but that's basically what be happening. So, I'm too afraid to ask guys can you talk to me more? Asking them to do something too many times, at least I'm scared to. So asking to talk to me more, like you're asking the guy to talk to me more. So if two different things. If you're asking the guy to talk to me more, like, and you're not dating, like, he probably don't want to talk to you, because if he really want to talk to you, a guy is gonna talk to you. So, so that's kind of, I wouldn't really ask a guy, like, can you talk to me more? Come on, stop barking. Get up here then, come on, jump. Goodness, that's all you gotta say. Goodness, you don't gotta growl like that. But if you guys are dating and you're saying that he's probably just not interested anymore, and then he's definitely not interested anymore if he's not talking to you like that. But if it's before the dating stage and he's not talking to you, you asking him to talk to him more, he's probably not that interested. So either way, he's like not interested. So that's what I would say. Someone says, what size shoe do you wear? I wear a size 15 shoe. Yeah, because I'm 6'9", so that pretty much, I can't be having these baby feet, you know what I'm saying? So someone said, do you like me or am I cute? A guy will let you know if you're cute or you're not cute. He gonna be straight up. So he can be like, yeah. Like, he be like, yeah, oh yeah, you're pretty, you're beautiful, blah, blah. If you're not really like that cute, he's gonna be like, but your personality though. Someone said, if they wanna be friends, some girls find it hard to ask. If they wanna be friends, like you just wanna stop being like, to put a guy in the friend zone, you literally have to tell a guy like, bro, listen here, bro. This is not working. You as a homie, this will never work. You have to be straight up with a guy, because a guy will always, if there's a slight bit of chance in a guy's mind that he may have a chance, he's always going to pursue that. So you need to be straight up and be like, yo, you is one of my friends, bro. Like, brother, you are my brother, period. Like, be that straight up with a guy. He gonna get the hint. Someone said, when wearing pants, do you have to pick a side for to go on, or do you have to leave it be? As a guy, it depends on what pants you're wearing, for real though. So sometimes you might be like, yo, today might be your left side, you know, my joint kind of riding up. Let's go left side today, let's go right side. You know, sometimes you just go to a side. On some people, you know. But, you know, if you're wearing like sweatpants, you know, then you just out here just like, someone said, when do you want to get married? See, that's another tough one too, because I feel like you don't really, that you have to be, to ask a guy when do you want to get married, you have to be dating for a while. That's the only way. Like, you can ask a guy, like, do you want to get married? Like, could you see yourself getting married one day? That's a question to ask a guy in like the beginning stages. But like, when do you want to get married is like, y'all need to make sure that you guys, he wants to get married one day, and then you guys are like, you can see yourself with him, and he sees yourself with you for like a long period of time. Like, how long do you see this lasting? Is a question to ask a guy. Like, do you see this lasting a long time? Like, where do you see this going? That's like a beat around the bush for a guy, because you might scare him off and be like, when you trying to get married? Like, whoa, he might be like, yo, chill. Someone said, what do you mean? What does it mean to be too clingy? Too clingy? Whoa, too clingy is like, if you always asking me where I'm at, what you doing, like where you going, who you with. That's like a little too clingy, because one, as a guy, every guy has their friend group, and you know 99.9% of the time he's chilling with his friend. If he's not with you, he's with his friends, he's with his homeboys. Like, you know, like, who else is he chilling with? Hopefully he's not chilling with your homegirl. But, you know, if you trust your guy and stuff like that, like, you need to give him like a little bit of leeway, because after all, if you're out here asking me like, yo, what are you doing, 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 where you at, where you at, where you at, you know? And if it comes to the point where you're asking my friends, well, yeah, have you talked to Lee today? Have you seen Lee today? And my friends are like, yo, he's right here, we playing 2K. Like, that's a little too clingy. That's what I'm saying. If we're at a party and I'm with all my homeboys, so it's like 6 of us talking in like a little corner somewhere, and all your homegirls is over there talking, blah, 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 and you're coming in my group right now, like, you know we talking right now, like, you know I'm having a conversation with all the homies, we don't introduce ourselves, blah, 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 you already know all my homies, so it's not like you just like wait for me to introduce you. Like, you could be over there with your girls chit-chatting for a little bit, you know. I'm not gonna come over there with you when it's just 9 of y'all just chilling, y'all talking about blah, 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 you know. It's like those situations, but that's what a guy means by too clingy. Someone said, do guys like to chase or be the chaser? I would say in most cases, guys like to be the chaser. Is that right? Yeah, they like to chase. I like to say. That's because I think for a guy, it's more like guys are always like, it's like competition, you know what I'm saying? I feel like in a way, without being like that, like it's like, oh yeah, we gotta win the race, you know, it's a game. But in the back of my guy's mind, it's like, yo, I gotta like win her over some way, somehow. So it's like that process, it's like the process is always, not always better than the reward, but like the process is like a big place. You know how like you do, like I love you know how people like love the process of like, you know, studying for a test, and then boom, you ace the test, boom, boom, boom. It's like, okay, that test was easy. But you know, the process of it was like what really got you going. So I think it's like the same thing for most guys though. So like I feel like as a guy, it's like, yeah, we really enjoy the chase process, and then like when we reach the reward, it's like, I guess the guy is always like, yo, was it worth it, blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes it's like, boom, like the reward is way better than the chase. So it really depends on that. But I think guys like to chase, but also sometimes guys like to be like, you know, some girls nowadays are like mad bold, so they be like pursuing guys first nowadays. Like I had a lot of girls that be pursuing, you know, they be touching, grabbing. I'd be like, yo, chill, yo, like, yo, chill. So I'm like, yo, I ain't really, you know, like, so it really depends. Why do guys always care about the size of, why do guys always care? I don't think guys really be caring. I think it'd be girls that be caring, you know what I'm saying? Guys are always like, yo, I gotta really show my stuff. I really gotta like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I gotta bring my A game. And so a guy don't never wanna like get shown up some way, somehow. He don't wanna never be like, yo, like, you know, he don't want you going back to your homegirls and be like, you know what, yo, that wasn't it, you know what I'm saying? But some guys be like, yo, they know that they not like that. So it's like, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I can't shoot no threes, but hey, I'ma try. So that's what it, the guys just don't, the guys are always, every guy has like a pride thing to them. I don't know why, but you know, that's what it is. They're not trying to get showed up some way, somehow. So that's what it really is. Do guys talk about girls how girls talk about guys? Yes, we do talk about girls to our homies and stuff like that. We definitely talk about like our crushes and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, this girl, yo, I'm really feeling this girl, dog. Like, yeah, we just kicked it last night at her place. Like, we ain't really do nothing, but like, her time was well spent. Time was well spent, you know. We ain't do it all, bro, but like, we did some things, you feel me, bro? We did some things, but like, I was just trying to keep it cool because I really like her, so. But yes, guys do be talking about their crushes to their homies like that, for sure. But yes, guys, anyway, that was me answering questions that girls are too afraid to ask. Let me know down below if you want me to do a part 2. If you guys have any more questions, shoot me a message on Instagram at Lee4th. I usually do polls on my story, so make sure you guys turn on my post notifications on my story, on my Instagram, on my YouTube, all that stuff, so you guys get notified when I do more videos like this, so you can be potentially featured in one of these videos. Yeah. Today's shout out goes to my boy Nathaniel. Shout out to Nathaniel Benyaminov. I hope I said that right. Yo, shout out to my boy Nathaniel. Nathaniel was my top gifter on my live stream, guys. I go live on TikTok pretty much every night. He had my post notifications on for YouTube, guys, and my Instagram. If you guys want to shout out my next video, guys, make sure you guys screenshot me on Instagram that you have my YouTube notifications on and my Instagram notifications on, and I will shout you out in the next video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, but I will see you guys next time. I love you guys so much. We out of here. Yeah.